That never gets old. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing all right.
Yeah. You know, I'm out here at this pilot. I saw this cab over and I thought we'd have to talk. Let's talk about some truth in trucking here, huh?
Truth in trucking.
You know, and you know, some people, I'm sure, like you said, we talked about behind the camera, might like what you feel and might not, but how many years you been doing this now, Miguel?
Since I turned 18. I'm talking about like 31 years ago.
So I think after 31 years, you're allowed to have an opinion about things. You know?
I hope so.
All right. First thing first.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes when I go ask about the new generation of trucking, people go right into the hate. But what's your real thoughts about, what are your words for the new truck drivers, really?
What are the words for the new truck driver? It's like, okay, and I know this is going to sound very simple, but take it seriously. What I mean to say, when I say that, I mean that at the end, you're solely responsible for whatever happens to that truck. If you get in an accident, it's your fault. So take that seriously. You know, things can go sour real quick. So don't take any risk, or try not to. If you do, very calculated risk. Protect your CDL. Okay, and ultimately, you're the one that's going to go to jail if something happens.
Let's go into some hot topics, huh?
All right.
Hot topics.
Sure.
Broker transparency. Do truck drivers need it? Yes or no?
Yes, I think we do.
What do you think about the rule about 48 hours later?
I don't like that. Yeah, they need to know it. Yes, but the question, but you know what? But I think more than anything, a trucker should educate himself, and or herself, or whatever, and learning operating cost. You know, learning what it really takes to own equipment. You know, have your networking with people, mechanics, and all that, so you can really, you know, bring your costs down in a way. Learn how to buy fuel. I mean, do things right. And again, I can't really press this enough. Take it serious.
Do you think truck drivers are taking cheap freight?
Yeah, because you know what? If they were not, the loads were not moved. Plain and simple. Plain and simple.
So what's on the load boards right now? Is a lot of it a lot of crap?
I would say so, yeah. It just, if it's being moved for any rate, it's because somebody moved it. That's the reason why. I mean, it's just setting a precedent that, hey, you know what? If it moves, somebody else will too. So, yeah, they're moving cheap freight, for sure.
What is the biggest pain point you think for truck drivers right now? Is it the freight brokers? Is it truck drivers undercutting each other? Is it the ELD? Is it the FMCSA? If you were gonna list the top 3 things, maybe, or 4 or 5, that is making our industry not as great, because behind the scenes, you were telling me after 31 years, you used to make money more back then.
Yes. Okay. I want to cut to the chase. I'm just gonna go to the very top one. I think it's lack of education.
Lack of education?
Yeah, lack of education, and also accountability. Because we all try to point fingers at what not is. You know, we're making mistakes. A lot of mistakes, financial mistakes every day. And not knowing your operating costs and some of the little aspects in trucking is what really gonna get you at the end.
Not to get into too much of your personal, but after 31 years, are you just holding on? Are you making amazing money? I mean, a lot of new truck drivers are going to watch this. Your equipment's paid off, right?
Yeah.
And with equipment paid off, are you still doing really great? Or is it kind of you're still holding on?
I'm just holding on.
Even with equipment paid off?
Even with equipment paid off.
And that's, you own your truck and trailer?
Yes. The reason why, you know, breakdowns. Also, you got to realize, you know, when it comes to like operating costs, I mean, even if your truck is paid for, doesn't mean you got to run cheap. Okay, to me, every time you figure out your operating costs, you got to add a replacement cost for your equipment. You got to. Your truck is not going to last forever.
So, we talked behind the camera. You and a couple owner-operators got together.
Yes.
And you guys want to make the industry better. What'd you guys come up with?
Well, we came up with a site, this if I may say it, carrier-tools.com. It's all about information. It's all about networking with each other. Here, the actors, you and I, the truck drivers, for us, by us, controlled by us. So that's what we're doing. So we can exchange information as far as rates. If there's people that they don't know about a lane, and there's a trucker that has done that lane, let us know how much you did it for. You don't have to tell us the broker, you don't have to tell us the customer, just tell us how much you move in that lane for. So the next guy that doesn't know can charge accordingly to that.
Where are your lanes right now?
Houston, Dallas, Houston.
So if you're running a reefer, right?
Yeah.
And you're running Dallas, Houston area, what should the rates really be around right now?
Well, for what I do it for, because I always done it for about, we're done $800 to $900 for refrigerated freight, not frozen though, refrigerated freight from here to Dallas, and the same rate from Dallas to Houston. Because it's got to make a difference. I'm going to say this real quick. A lot of people think just because they're hauling reefer, that rate, that their loads paid the same, and it's not. Okay, because you know what? Refrigerated is one rate, frozen is another rate. That's what it should be. There's difference.
If you're being transparent so that you can help other truck drivers not be taken advantage of, that's what this website's about, right?
Yes.
At the end, anything else you'd like truck drivers to know?
I'd like them to know that, hey, you know what? We're all a brotherhood here. There's no difference between, white, black, Hispanic. We're all the same at the end. We're all going through the same struggles. Okay, and then we need to help each other out via information. You don't have to, like I said, you don't have to tell me your customers. You don't have to tell me, just tell me how much your lane that you're familiar with doing, what you're doing, what kind of rate on real time. So it can be useful for the next guy that doesn't know.
I hear you. No, I appreciate you. No, thank you for this interview.
No, thank you.
I was at the pilot just trying to bless some drivers, but truck drivers are good people. When I ask some, hey, you need anything from me? They go, Alex, I'm okay, pass it along. So, well, what's up for this new year? What are you hoping for this new year for 2025?
I want the industry to get better. I want to feel proud again. I do.
Yeah.
There's a lot of room for fixing, a lot of room for improvement. Yeah. And it also got to start within us first.
Well, I could tell you hit a heartstring right there when you said feel proud again. Yeah. Trucking, was that something that it really made you proud when you were a truck driver?
Yeah.
And through these hardships and these times, have you lost a little bit of that, or?
Yes. I have. I just, it's just there's no incentive anymore. That's the way I look at it. Okay, incentive. I still want to be safe. I still want to be able to drive my truck. I still want to go from point A to point B. But the incentive is just not there anymore. It's not fun anymore, guys. It's just not fun anymore. It's just not.
So we got to get back to helping each other.
Yes. Networking with each other. Whatever information you have, whatever you guys to teach us, is going to help us. Whatever information you have is going to benefit me. We're going to benefit somebody else. Again, we don't have to like each other. We don't have to go and share a meal. We don't have to do any of that. But as long as we share information, which is for the greater good for the industry or to the industry, hey, I'm all for it.
Hey, I appreciate you, though.
Hey, no problem.
Beautiful interview.